So yesterday when you hear me singing, oh, I'm talking, oh, we're fighting against so yesterday when you hear me singing, oh, I'm talking, oh, we're fighting against
Okay, folks, it's another bright Monday morning from Odious, Congo Town in Monrovia, Liberia. Good morning, a pleasant welcome to yet another edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dials. We are coming to you live on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and via our various social media platforms, Spoon TV Live, Fabric TV Live, Support TV Live, and via our YouTube channel. You can also grab us via www.spoonfmradio.com. My name is Yekezi Zobe, and I'd like to say good morning and welcome. Today happens to be the 12th day of the month of August, AD 2024, and the date is Monday. Welcome to your show, your most preferred breakfast show, the show that provides you a very, very scrumptious and palatable breakfast here every morning. I hope to be joined by my colleague Chokon Flaman on the show this morning, and together we will be driving through until 10 o'clock. So please invite someone to listen alongside you, because the show promises to be very, very interesting. We are also giving away cash this morning on the show as usual. The Radio Entertainment Limited, in collaboration with Spoon FM, usually give huge cash prizes on the show. And on this show, we draw 50 winners. Yes, today we will be drawing 50 winners. 10 persons will be walking away with 10,000, and of course, 40 persons will be walking away with 40,000 right here on the show. So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, keep your dial set. It promises to be great. And to be a part of the cash giveaway, all you need to do is to dial the playing code star 799 hatch, star 799 hatch. You're going to see a list of radio stations, and you select number 3 for Spoon FM. And once you select number 3 for Spoon FM, it's going to take you right to the payment of the playing fee. And the playing fee is just 70 cents USD, 70 cents US, or 100 Liberian dollars. Okay? So the only requirement is that you must have a valid non-StarCell GSM SIM card registered with mobile money, and you must have money on your mobile money account. Once you have those intact, you can go right ahead and play the game, and at the end of the day, you stand a chance to win 40,000. 40 persons will be walking away with 5,000, and 10 persons will be walking away with 10,000 on the show this morning. So again, the playing code is star 799 hatch. Once you dial star 799 hatch, you're going to see a list of radio stations appear. Spoon FM is at number 3. You're going to see Spoon FM at other numbers, but for today, select number 3, only number 3 for Spoon FM. Okay, once you select number 3, you pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. And once you do that, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win either 10,000 cash prize or 5,000 cash prize here on the show this morning. So, folks, welcome to it. Let me say good morning to Emmanuel Adebayo Williams. Emmanuel is watching the show this morning from China. Emmanuel, thanks for watching the show. Lawrence Cisco is watching the show as well. Gracilia Fitful Domba Francis is watching the show and says, good morning. Ezekiel Davis is watching the show from Johnsonville. Thanks for following the show. Ezekiel Amos Ganwe is also watching the show and says, good morning, Spoon family. Good morning to all of you watching the show on our various social media handles, whether you're watching on Spoon TV Live, Super TV Live, or Fabric TV Live. We'd like to say you are wholeheartedly welcome, and just tell us if you're watching the show. Let us know through the comment section, and we're going to ping the comments live on the screen. Or you can also, give your input towards discussions we will be having here shortly via the comment section. Of course, we're going to ping your comments on the screen. So yes, that's it, folks. This morning, what does the weather look like for today? Last night, rain, cats and dogs. There was heavy downpour of rain over the night. But let's see, how the weather is going to be like today. So we're trying to check our weather forecast here this morning. Okay, so according to the weather forecast, a touch of rain is expected this morning. Otherwise, the day is going to be cloudy. So a touch of rain this morning, and a cloudy weather for the rest of the day. That's according to our weather forecast here. But as you may know, we are in the rainy season. So wherever you go, you want to go alongside your rain gears, your umbrellas, your your rain boots, your raincoats, and just whatever that's going to protect you, from getting wet or from getting soaked by the rain, or from delaying you, because usually when there's a rainfall in Liberia, it delays the activities of a lot of people, where they have to stand by the roadside or on a shelter until the rain stops falling. So you don't want the rain, to delay you. So you want to go alongside your rain gears, all of your possible rain gears that will help you go through your day smoothly without any hindrance. Okay, so folks, that's it. Let's begin the show this morning by going into sports. Yes, there are a lot of sports lovers out there who usually listen to the show and they are like, but you guys, used to bring us updates from the world of sports, but you don't do it these days. Yeah, so we will try our best to do that every morning on the show here now. So today there's going to be a friendly match between Barcelona and Monaco. Okay, today, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. today. So there's going to be a friendly match. That's a club friendly between Barcelona and Monaco at 6 p.m. today. So those of you football lovers, Barcelona fans, those who are not fanatics of Barcelona, you can go to watch that game at 6 p.m. today. And also yesterday, okay, there was a news that Nico Williams. Nico Williams is a athletic Bilbao player that Barcelona has been chasing for a couple of months now, because he displayed a very excellent performance during the European Cup recently, won by Spain. He really showed that he's a man who was being a key player on any team. So Barcelona has been chasing after him. As we know, the main rival of Barcelona there in Spain, Real Madrid, brought in some very top-notch players, the likes of Kylian Mbappe, and they already had top-notch players like Vinicius, Vinny Junior, Rodrigo, and the rest of them. So Barcelona too is trying to tighten up its team to ensure that it doesn't fall prey again to Real Madrid this season as it was last season. So Barca has been, looking out for good players that will compete with the players at Real Madrid, and Nico Williams has been one of the players. But yesterday there was a report that Nico Williams had, agreed, to join Barcelona this summer, but then, according to news we are getting, that report has been denied. I'm trying to get that. Please bear with me a little bit. Yes, but there's report that Nico Williams is not joining Barcelona. Okay, so this is the initial report. It says reports of Nico Williams' response to Barca denied. Catalan side have deadline. It says the 22-year-old winger supposedly accepted their offer, which has been on the table for several weeks. But MD say that Barcelona have still not received a response. In addition to their report, Gerard Romero tweeted out calm shortly afterwards, which many have interpreted as a sign that the original report jumps the gun. That is the same answer that agent Felix Tinta has been given Barcelona for several weeks. The Catalan Daily explained that it is expected to be a significant week for Williams with regard to the Blaugrana. Regardless of how he decides, Barcelona want an an answer before the 24th August when the pair face off in La Liga. So there was earlier report on yesterday that Nico Williams has agreed to join Barcelona this season. But then that report has been denied from folks there at Barcelona. Okay, so let's leave sports and quickly go into uh, international developments here, beginning with this international news from Rwanda. It says Rwandan president sworn in after 99% election won. Wow. Can you imagine a president winning 99% of the election? Wow. That tells you, the level of work that president is doing within that country that, 99% of the population in that country will cast their ballot for him. That tells you how excellently that president is performing. But let's go a little bit into this development. It says Paul Kagame has been sworn in for a fourth term as Rwanda's president after winning 99% of the vote in last month's election. While some hailed Mr. Kagame for bringing peace and stability to his country after the 1994 genocide, others accused him of running a repressive regime in a country where ordinary people are afraid to openly criticize him. Rights groups say the margin of his electoral victory is proof of the lack of democracy in Rwanda. Only two candidates were allowed to stand against Mr. Kagame in the 15 July election. In his four presidential elections, he has always gained at least 93% of the vote. Several African heads of states were among the many thousands who attended the ceremony in the packed 45,000 capacity Amahoro National Stadium in the capital, Kigali. In his oath of office, Mr. Kagame vowed to preserve peace and national sovereignty and to consolidate national unity. He also pledged to never use the powers conferred upon him for personal interests. Mr. Kagame has been the real power in Rwanda since his then rebel forces came to power at the end of the genocide, in which some 800,000 ethnic Tutsis and moderate Hutus were slaughtered, ousting the genocide regime. Okay, yeah. President winning 99% of the votes in the country. Well, rights group are saying it shows how democracy is hindered in that country. Yeah, but whatever the case is, we've read some good news, good report about very very good initiatives this president has undertaken there in Rwanda. As a matter of fact, Kigali happens to be one of the cleanest cities in the world currently. All right, so that alone is good because sanitation is good. Sanitation is health. Once you have a country, a city, where sanitation is prioritized, everywhere they speak and span, there's no dirt, wasting all over the place, people inhaling pollution and all of that. I think sicknesses and diseases are going to be at a low level in such a country as opposed to a country like ours, a city like ours, where there's pollution everywhere, there's dirt all over on the street. You go to red light market, oh my god, you don't even want to take in your breath because the pollution can be so disgusting, and a lot of people are getting sick from that. Probably they don't know, but that is giving a lot of people typhoid and all kinds of sicknesses in this country. All right. Okay, so moving to another development here in Africa. It says landslide at Uganda rubbish dump kills 17. So it says at least 17 people are now known to have died after a landslide at a massive rubbish dump in the Ugandan capital, Kampala. Rescuers are continuing to dig through the waste in the hope of finding more survivors after the landslide, which followed weeks of torrential rain. The 36-acre or 14-hectare landfill is the only one serving the whole of Kampala, a city home to an estimated 4 million people. So unfortunately, there was a landslide at Uganda rubbish dump that killed, that killed 17 individuals, at least 17 people, because rescue efforts are still underway. All right, and 14 others have been rescued so far. Okay, so folks, that's it for the international developments right here from Africa. So don't forget to play the radio entertainment game. It's on your radio currently. Dial the playing code star 799 hash, star 799 hash. Select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. So the only requirement is that you must have a valid non-Stasia GSM SIM card registered with mobile money. You must have money on your mobile money account. And once you do that and play, you stand a chance to win 10,000 Liberian dollars here this morning, or 5,000 Liberian dollars. So 10 persons walking away with 10,000, and 40 persons walking away with 5,000 here this morning on the show. The more you play, the more you win, because it is a raffle draw. Okay, so folks, we have this report here that we want to read to you. It has to do with a survey or assessment done on street selling in Liberia, and steps that the government of Liberia is trying to take to, reduce or minimize the number of children selling in the streets. All right. So it says the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, in partnership with UNICEF, conducted an assessment in 2022, which resulted in the development of a national roadmap on the protection of children living in street situations. Data from the assessment revealed a staggering number of 366,584 children who are living in street situations, constituting the highest number of children in the street. Named Monserrato has 42%, which is equivalent to 153,965. Nimba County 14%, 51,000 plus. Grand Bassa County 10%, 36,000 plus. Bon County 10%, 36,000 plus. Magibi County 8%, 29,000 plus. And the remaining 16% are from the remaining 10 counties. So the leading causes, according to the assessment report, it says the leading causes are multidimensional poverty among parents, parental non-support, that is, most men leave single mothers to care for children, orphans, abandoned children, drug abuse among children, teenage pregnancy and early parenting, child labor, and peer pressure. So those are leading causes to, children living in the street. All right, poverty among parents, multidimensional poverty among parents, parental non-support. That is most men, and that's a habit of most men here in Liberia. In Liberia now, they leave the single mothers, they leave their fiancés, their girlfriends, or women that they born by, and they just go, not caring about the welfare of the child or of the children. So that leads to most of those children not being catered to properly, and at the end of the day you see them in the street. And orphans, children without parents, no mother, no father, and no guardians. So at the end of the day you see them in the street. Abandoned children, some children are abandoned by their parents. and drug abuse, which is a national concern. You know, teenage pregnancy and early parenting, child labor, and peer pressure. All of these are leading causes of, children living in the street. And there was a classification of street children done in this report. And it says the report defines street children using three distinct categories referring to the same, but with slightly different conditions. Number one, you have children permanently living in the streets, those who sleep in public places without the presence of their families. So for them, they are classified as children who are permanently living in the street. All right. And another classification is street working children. So those who work on the streets during the day and return to their families at night. In the day, they go in the streets, work, low cars, do other things, push wheelbarrows and, sell. And after that, they return to their families at night. So that's another category. Another category are those who live with their families on the streets. So there are other street children who live with their families on the street. Their families are on the street and they themselves, they are on the street. So those are the categories or the classification of street children as per the report. And about the project Support a Child, Save the Future. The project titled Support a Child, Save the Future implies that the government of Liberia has recognized that Liberia as a country is unprecedentedly losing on the potential future of the country. And the only way to remedy the situation is to first implement an effective system for children living in street situations. As such, the project is GOL strategic short, medium, and long-term measure put in place to remove and keep children living in street situations off the streets and sustainably improve their well-being over the next 5 years. Because the initiative is new to Liberia and as part of the learning process, the project is being initiated with a 12-month pilot phase. That is a short term, which will begin in August of this year, intended to inform the full implementation of the medium and long term. So the project duration and targets. So over the next 5 years, the project targets to significantly reduce the overall number drastically. All right. Interventions that have already been made as the project kicks off. It says the government of Liberia has committed US 379,000 as a startup for the pilot phase. That is for the first year. And 50 social workers have been recruited and trained in the following community entry, identification and documentation, child protection best practices, referral, counseling, full case management package involving street children. Social workers have already mapped over 200 communities across the four project zones. 10 private schools have been identified where public schools are not within reach of children to have been passively enrolled. Public rehab centers identified to provide detoxification services led by MOH. 50 potential foster caregivers have voluntarily admitted their information into the project foster care registry and will be trained by the Ministry of Gender. UNICEF has also provided initial training for the project social workers on the usage of child protection information management system and has also committed to providing training ahead of the official launch. And the development of CPRMS was supported by UNICEF and intended to collect, store, analyze, and share child protection related data, which is very instrumental for the Street Children Project. So the project will be launched on August 28th, but the exercise will begin on Tuesday, tomorrow, August 13th. So the ministry is now calling on the public to own this national effort by voluntarily signing as a foster caregiver by giving a child home or supporting them in the care of another. And it says, note, for every foster parent that takes a child or children home, the Ministry of Gender will assign a social worker to their homes to monitor the well-being of the child or children. Based on the prevalence of street pedophilia in Montserrat County, we divided into 4 zones. Zone 1, this region begins from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge, Waterside Bridge, Stockton Creek Bridge, Douala, and runs to Po River Bridge. Zone 2 includes Greater Monrovia, West Point, Slipway, Central Monrovia, Sincor, and close to Vamama. And Zone 3 include Congotown, ELWA, and AB Tobot Road and the RRA Highway. And Zone 3 include Japanese Freeway, Beansville Rail Light, Mount Bartlett, Johnsonville, Toddy, and Dixville. So the Ministry of Gender is calling on the public to own this national effort by voluntarily signing in as foster caregiver by taking a child home, also putting them in the care of another. And once you agree to take a child, a street child home, or to take him or her in your care, the Ministry of Gender will assign a social worker to your home to be able to monitor the well-being of that child or of those children that you will be taking home. And I think this is a very, very good endeavor that the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has, embarked on. And we are encouraging Liberians, to open up their homes for street children. You can just contact the Ministry of Gender if you are interested in taking in some of those children as your own, to care for them, provide their needs, provide food for them, provide them the basic necessities of life. I mean, the Ministry of Gender is going to appreciate that, but that is not something that's going to go unchecked. The Ministry of Gender will have a social worker always monitoring, that child that you will take in your home. So yes, kudos to the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Gender for that effort. Okay, so folks, that's it. You are listening to the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. We are coming to you live from Odious Congo Town in Monrovia, Liberia. You can catch us on 107.5, 101.1. We're also live on Fabric TV Live, Spoon TV Live, and Super TV Live. You can also catch us up on our YouTube channel. All right, and of course, you going to watch and listen to the show live from Monrovia, Liberia. And don't forget to play the radio game. We are dishing out huge cash prizes here this morning. The only requirement to play this game is you must have a valid non-star cell GSM SIM card. All right. Once you have it, you must have money on it. All right. And once you have money on your mobile money account, you just dial the playing code start 799 hatch, start 799 hatch. You select number 3 for Spoon FM. When you dial the playing code start 799 hatch, you're going to see a list of radio stations. Okay. So Spoon FM is at number 3. Is at other numbers, but select number 3 for this show. And you choose how to pay the playing fee. The playing fee is just 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you play or once you enter the draw, you stand a chance to win 5,000 Liberian dollars or 10,000 Liberian dollars. Here, 10 persons will be walking away with 10,000 here on the show this morning. And of course, 40 persons will be walking away with 5,000. So very shortly, we'll be drawing a few winners, and we're going to call them up to confirm as to whether they have received via morning or night. But folks, I'm joined by Chokon Flama. He's still okay. Chokon is now here. Chokon, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Yegezi. Uh, it's not easy, but it's quite good that we are here again this morning. The weekend was quite tough. Yeah, laying Trojan to rest is a moment that I cannot just record. I can't just get over. I still in disbelief that this happened to us. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. A very, very, I will term him as a proficient journalist, very, very outstanding journalist, and he's one person that some of us depended on for mentoring. I like listening to children, and he was one of my favorite sports commentator when he commentates the national county sports meet. I mean, he was a verbose person, used the right words at the right time, and he was just a role model. Unfortunately, as a young person, I didn't know that children was so young until he died. I thought he was in his middle 40s. That's how I had thought all along. But little did I know that, he was in his late 30s, right? 39, right?
No, 40, 42.
No, I think I think I saw on the program sheet yesterday, 39 or 40. Yeah, he was so young,
He was very young, and
we lost him.
It's so
And
hard for
it's a
everybody.
great loss for the media, and I want to also appreciate the concern shown by the media community.
Exactly.
Journalists from all walks of life were there during the funeral, during the burial. They were there to sympathize with the family, and the area was overcrowded, and the overcrowdedness of the area just shows the kind of man he was, a famous guy and a person who a lot of people liked. Yeah,
Which is true.
Yeah, so let's for those of you who don't know who we're talking about, we have an excerpt here of children. Children worked here at the Spoon Network for about 2 years before leaving to work with the Pram FM. All right, but earlier, before the Spoon Network acquired Fabric, he was at Fabric, I think as program director.
Yeah, head of programs.
And here, he was manager for Fabric here at Spoon. Let's bring you a
lot of things happening in Liberia as usual. One of them people. A lot of things happening in Liberia as usual. One of them people are not talking about is this communication, if you may, written by President George Weah to the legislature. Remember the issue about.
Okay, so that's Trojan Kazu there, and we pray that his soul and the souls of all faithfully departed rest in perpetual peace. Okay, Chokon, how was your night? Your weekend specifically?
It was all about Trojan,
Okay.
burial, and even up to now, I'm still traumatized about what happened. Some of us we were brought out in the media by Trojan. Follow him, and he was a reservoir of knowledge to young journalists across Liberia. And for me, I was very close to him, so it's still sad for me. It's still sad for me. So yeah, boys, it is good that we are here again this morning, by the grace of the Almighty God. So it's quite good that we're here, yeah, guys.
Yeah, sure. It's always good to be here. Let's go to the executive mansion.
You were talking about the report by the Ministry of Gender.
Yeah.
I think this initiative started by the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Gender. It is long overdue. The former administration started something as such, but they only used Vamoma and Central Monrovia and the Bourgeois Island and did not capture the entire country. But this administration tried to do that, which is good. You can see the number of children in the streets today. They are increasing by the day. Imagine children that are taking visually impaired people to bed, you know, over the years they have been doing that. In the next 10 years, 15 years, if there is no strategic plan to curtail that, we will have more children in the streets than ever before. And it is saddening for our country. The country already struggling with drug, with education, and every sector. So to see minors, kids below the age of 18 in the streets, begging along with their parents, some are selling, some sleep in the streets. It requires a national plan to be able to abort what is to come for this country. We will not be able to handle that. I listen to other people. The thing about the society is quite small, and at the end of the day, when there is a national problem and it is not being tackled by the government, it affects everyone. For the issue of drug in the country, those who are taking drug, for example, Yagasi, if you do not have a child or a brother or sister in the street, you will get affected maybe one way of another by those people who are in the streets. They will snatch your phone away, they will unrob you, come to your house, they will, you know, you will just get affected by those people one day. So in the same vein, the kids who are in the streets, they need the urgent need. There should not be another plan or another project that the government will just do and go take that and maybe after 1 month there's no use say funny, you say or World Bank or other international partners and it just abandon that initiative. It is important for the country. The reason why children are in the school, in the streets, number one, like outlined in the report, is poverty. But aside from that, there are other people who are in the streets that the government can just be able to work around things to be able to remove them from the streets and give the children better education and future, because the number is increasing every day. All in the streets corner, all everywhere on major streets, they are there selling, some are there just sitting, begging. If the government does not stand on this to ensure that they don't just do the all the statistics, but to go after this initiative to make sure it is implemented to the fullest, provide safe homes for these children and be able to feed them. I know there are people who will come and want to adopt some of those children, of course, but again, it is incumbent of the on the government to be able to arrest this situation now and very immediate before this country, the UFO generation is taken away. The other day we were here when the former DEA boss said about 1.2 million young people are addicted to drug in this country. In the next 10 years, that number will triple or quadruple. So it means that a whole generation of young people will will be victims of drug. They will have no use in a society, and that will not only derail the image of the country, but also the potential that Liberia has. You can see it's so saddening when you read, and I was just going through it. This country, we have the problem that it needs immediate attention,
Yeah.
not a project problem that you go and lay down.
Sure. So it's actually alarming. It's concerning. 366,584 children are living in the streets in Liberia, and that was categorized into different groups. I mean, put into different classifications. You got children that are permanently living in the streets, street working children, that is those who work on the streets during the day and they return to their families at night, and you have children who live with their families on the streets. So this is concerning, and we hope the measure being taken by the Ministry of Gender, Social and Gender Social Protection, can actually be implemented across Liberia. Like you said, we hope it's not going to be one of those measures or a project that will not be completed, will remain incomplete, because this has to do with the children of Liberia. They are the future generation. So if you have them, vulnerable in the streets, because when the children are in the street, they are very vulnerable. Those of them selling between cars are making accidents, cars are hitting people. The girls in the street, they are vulnerable to all kinds of abuses and all of that. So there's a need that the Ministry of Gender move on with this project, and we hope that it's going to be something of success. Now, before jumping to the next talking point, let's draw one or two winners from the radio entertainment game here. Like I said, the playing code for today is *799#, *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM. Select number 3 for Spoon FM. Choose how to pay the playing fee. The playing fee is 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 5,000 or 10,000 here. 50 winners will be drawn, 10 walking away with 10,000 and 40 walking away with 5,000 here this morning on the show. So let's place a call to our first winner. So if you played a game, please check your phone. Please check your messages as to whether your name has popped up as one of our winners here this morning. So we are placing calls now to the initial winners drawn on the show. Oh my God, sorry. I dialed the number on the wrong SIM card. Okay, so check your phone. We are placing call to one or two of our winners before we move forward with other discussions here on the show this morning. So this person phone. Okay.
Yellow valued subscriber. The subscriber you're trying to reach is currently out of coverage area.
Okay, we are being told that this person's number is out of coverage area, but that person has automatically received either 5,000 or 10,000 on their account. So congratulations to the person. We will try them one more time. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Your name and where you join us from? You live on Spoon FM.
Yeah, I'm calling from Johnsonville, Spring Boot.
Okay, Iris Johnsonville.
Yes.
Okay, so did you play the radio game this morning? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Did you play the radio game this morning?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you play?
I played 3 times.
I said how? How? I didn't say how many times.
At 7, 9 hatch. Then they bring it. See, I firstly they listen the radio station.
Okay.
I choose number 3. Then they bring the currency. I choose LRD Liberian dollar, which is 100.
Okay. That's it. That's it right there. That's how you play. So congratulations. Okay. Have you received a message from Mobile Money and Radio Entertainment?
Yeah.
How much did you receive?
5,000 Liberty.
5,000 Liberian dollars. Okay. Congratulations. Enjoy your money, huh?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so you too can be the winner by playing, following the same instruction. You dial *799#, you select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay. The playing fee is just 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw, and the only requirement to play the game is to have a valid non-Starcell GSM SIM card registered with Mobile Money, and you must have money on your Mobile Money account. So let's go to this release about the executive mansion. So it says fall immediate release. It says President Bouaka accepts Deputy Governor's resignation. Monday, August 12, 2024. This was released 2 hours ago. It says President Joseph Yuma Bouaka Sr. has accepted the resignation of Madame Yemandi Pearson, Deputy Governor for Operations at the Central Bank of Liberia. In her letter of resignation, Madame Pearson expressed thanks to President Bouaka for the time she served as Deputy Governor of the CBL. In accepting the resignation letter, the President thanked Madame Pearson for her service to the country. Meanwhile, President Bouaka has appointed Mr. James B. Wilfred as acting Deputy Governor for Operations at the Central Bank of Liberia. Signed Kula Bunanye Fofana, Presidential Press Secretary. So the President has accepted the resignation of Madame Pearson as a Deputy Governor at of the Central Bank of Liberia. But whether this woman is just resigning and leaving and not being prosecuted is another, discussion that we need to have. Because the central bank was audited, and there were serious financial malfeasances. There was financial mismanagement. There was allegation of corruption, and all of that. And she was a deputy governor, somebody who played a key role in the operation of the Central Bank of Liberia.
Mhm.
So if she's resigning, and we are not hearing about any, prosecution, and out of that, up to now, Samuel Toy, I'm not sure whether he's arrived in the country, but we've not heard about his arrest. And we don't know whether he's going to return to the country. We don't know. And even though he has said that he will come into the country to face justice, to defeat the government in the prosecutorial process that was launched against him, but we have not yet seen him in the country. So, that's a way of escaping justice. I would say, I'm not saying that he will not return to the country, but how sure we are that he's going to return to the country. So when folks are being, served in a certain government position, and, during their service or during the time that they serve, an audit was conducted, and there was a series of financial malfeasances or corruption, and the person is resigning in the process, well, that person too needs to be held accountable. I don't think it's only the central bank governor, the suspended central bank governor, that needs to be held accountable. And I'm wondering why the president did not even suspend, those deputy governors there at the Central Bank of Liberia, because I think the audit report implicated all of them. It didn't implicate one person, because the central bank governor does not have a monopolistic power in the operations of the Central Bank of Liberia. He works alongside his deputies. All right. So I don't know what they two weren't suspended by the president, and we are seeing some of them comfortably resigning, and the president of the Republic of Liberia is accepting their resignation letter, without any comment being made. Chocolate.
Yeah, yeah, we share the same view on this, Legacy. You know, the central bank uh, is the foundation of the commercial banks in the country and the government of Liberia in terms of spending and all of that. The CBL should have been a place where people serve with integrity, people serve with caution and know what they're doing. Over the years, we witness how central bank reports have shown how the CBL activities have been allegedly mismanaged. All these reports have shown that. And there's a need for the president to take serious, drastic action, take this report seriously. The Central Bank of Liberia has gone through a lot to reach this stage on today where millions of Liberian people money disappear in different form and different shape and different manner and different attempts. If you read a report, how damning this report is, you will wonder whether Liberians are the one doing this. You wonder whether Liberians are the one, serving at that central bank of Liberia. After the war, Yegezi, when former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf came to power, this entire hippie loan that Liberia had, 4.5 billion, that was waived on the former president after she appealed to Liberia. Liberia just came from war. It was a failed state, banana republic, and to go settle 4 billion loan, it was something that would have gone ahead to not stabilize Liberia anymore, or for Liberia to not get the international recognition and ability it has now to borrow from the international community. And almost 80%, if you read that report, 80% of that money came from the Central Bank of Liberia. So people begin to wonder how Liberia will owe 4 billion and the country is like this. When you walk in the streets, when you see poverty walking side by side with the people of Liberia, you just think that this country, maybe the country is just 2 years old, or maybe 1.5 years old, and the people here are just trying to form a nation to get something running. No, this country 177 years, and we are still talking about the system. We are celebrating 21 years of peace and stability. Now, no more war in this country. The war now that we are faced with, it is the war of our own leaders are waging on the ordinary people of Liberia. The war they are waging, corruption war they are waging on the people, ordinary people of this country. When you listen to the report for CBL, how CBL transfer money amounting to 6.2 million just within 1 month that brought out the indictment of the former finance minister and others. You will wonder whether the CBL is the one that should have been an institution bearing the touch of the country for development. But the CBL is being used today. That report, if you read that report,
Okay, so let me just give
and
gist of the report to the public. It says unauthorized disbursement of US 381.44 million to the government of Liberia from CBL as loans. The GSA claimed that those loans may have been used for illegitimate practices as observed during its audit.
Just hold it right there.
A land bought by CBL valued at US 737,464.52 could not be physically verified and identified in CBL's asset register due to the absence of its location. So there are several allegations.
So you see, if you read the report and you wonder whether those who serving at the CBL, they are from space or they are from another planet, you can see maybe they just came here temporarily to serve and to go away. How can you say you purchase a land close to $1 million, and that land cannot be seen nowhere? You cannot find the land in the beltway of this country. Not only that, you can see, you also went on to say you gave loans to people. Where are the people that you gave the loan to? They cannot be seen also. That reminds me about the mop up, the infamous mop up exercise implemented by the former finance minister, that he had to do unconventional mop up excess liquidity on the Liberian market. Unconventional. They were taking money to money exchanger, and a report established that there were institutions that received that money that didn't exist. Some institutions received the 25 million mop-up exercise. They were just 2 weeks old institutions. Some institutions, the figures were overstated. When they gave you 80,000, the report said that they would get the report carries 150,000 or 200,000. This is the same attitude. This is it. So PSA walked away. The pressure is coming in. The Central Bank of Liberia is in the news for the bad reason, and the GSC and the government of Liberia, the Liberian people are crying, yearning for accountability. She walks away, and our president said, "Thank you for serving there," which is a good thing. You gotta say that. But Mr. President, the president needs to go beyond this. Just thank you for serving, and allowing her to walk away, fly out of the country, go for vacation in the Bahamas, or go America and enjoy and all of that. People should be able to pay for that stewardship, like you said.
And I hope this report of a bargaining, between the auditors and her, I hope this report isn't true, because according to report or allegation, that there was a bargaining between the auditors and Madam Pearson, that she resigns, for another person to fill in the position, and that once she resigns voluntarily, she's going to be let go. She will not be investigated, and all of that. That's something we've been hearing in the corridors. So we hope that is not true, but she must be held accountable for all actions, because she's implicated in the report. She's one of the top-notch individuals who operated the Central Bank of Liberia, and I don't think she should be let go. And I don't think in such a situation our president should even be thanking her for her service. All right.
No, as
Uh,
I think the communication sent to the president. I think the president was acting on that, but
Yeah.
we're waiting to see further indictment. The GSC reported out. We're waiting what the LACC will say, what the Ministry of Justice gonna do. So the report is like the total number of vehicles they bought. You can see 28 vehicles amounting to 1.74 million United States dollars. Those vehicles, the GSC report said they cannot see the vehicle, they can see the card, that spiritual card those people bought at the central bank. They cannot see it anywhere. They see where the land that the central bank claimed to have bought in the report. The land cannot be found. They claim to have given loan to people in the sum of
yeah. So let's just go
308.
through the report.
So it cannot be seen anywhere.
According to the report, the CBL paid US $120,000 to MNG Consultants and Equity Management to develop a business disaster recovery plan without a valid contract. No evidence of bidding, no evidence of work done, no business registration,
CBL.
and no tax clearance.
CBL.
The management of the CBL awarded contracts amounting to US 1.76 million in 2018 and US 2.27 million in 2019 without any evidence of approved procurement policy and plan. The CBL paid US 210,000 to family POL business to provide maintenance services for the bank without any evidence of bidding, work done, business registration, and tax clearance, with payment made upfront via transfer. The contract value doubled from US 105,000 in 2021 to US 210,000 in 2023. The management of the CBL withheld US 1.61 million as withholding taxes from staff income, but there's no record of remitting such an amount to LRA for fiscal year 2023. The US 832,120 was paid to legal consultants, even though CBL has a legal department and also hired 3 more legal firms on a retainer basis. The CBL could not make available documents of transactions amounting to US 191.34 million, covering local travel expenses, regional travel expenses, professional services, and CSR between 2018 and 2023. No evidence of payment, including supporting documents such as vouchers, invoices, and delivery notes amounting to US 81,768. That's 81,768.85 thousand. So it says the actual expenditure of management exceeded its approved budget spending by US 19.3 million for fiscal year 2018 2022. To 2022, the management of CBL did not provide an explanation and evidence of authorization for spending above the approved budget from 2018 to 2022, amounting to US 19.31 million. Unauthorized disbursement of US 381.44 million to GOL from CBL as loans. The GSC claimed that those loans may have been used for illegitimate purposes. Non-performing loans or diverted loan portfolios granted to CBL staff totaled US 472,053 and US 240,634 for seconded staff. This is a US $712 divert. Okay, and okay, so the allegations are so many, so many allegations of mismanagement, of corruption, massive corruption at the CBL. Is alarming, and it's something that we are expecting to see an indictment yet against the the CBR bosses, not just the governor, but also the deputy governors, one of whom just tendered in her resignation, and the president is thanking her for her service to nation. What service to nation is the question. So, folks, we will go to the lines
So
to hear from
the
you.
people at the Central Bank of Liberia says they sit there every day and they just give unauthorized money to people. They claim they giving loan to people that do not exist. They buying land, spiritual land around here. Nobody can see the land physically to identify the location and all of that.
Yeah.
The land D, they fail to present it to the GAC, and then she's walking away from the central bank. People happy and clapping for her. PSC and the rest of the people should appear before the court to answer, to account for their stewardship down there. It should not be business as usual, like the president has said, that this should not be happening in our country.
Okay.
You take money from people's salaries and things, you refuse to remit the money. So imagine this is the central bank own operations. What happens to other accounts being handled by the Central Bank of Liberia? The central bank has only two customers: the commercial bank and the government of Liberia, and partners and partners. If the Central Bank of Liberia will be treating its own operations like this, broad day looting, and they're taking the money away, they're buying things, buying 28 vehicles that worth 1.7 million. The vehicles cannot be identified by the GSC. Nobody can see the vehicle, who they bought the vehicle. I don't know whether that spiritual vehicle they bought.
Yeah.
They need to answer to this. 1.7 million to buy 28 vehicles ain't no small money, you can see.
Okay, so Choco, we will go to the lines. It's 7 minutes on the flip side of 9 o'clock. So the hotlines are 0777 1075, 0777 1075, 0555 101075. Those are the numbers to put you through quarters and have your say on some of our talking points here this morning on the Today Show. But don't forget to play the Spoon 1075 Mega Data Cash Splash. We are giving out cash prizes, 10,000 Liberian dollars and 5,000 Liberian dollars. All you need to do is to have a valid no-star-cell GSM SIM card registered with mobile money, and you must have money on your mobile money account. Once you have all of that intact, just dial the playing code *799#. Once you dial that code, you're going to see a list of radio stations. Spoon FM is at number 3. Spoon is at other numbers, but select number 3 for this show and for today. And once you select number 3, the next thing you'll be asked to do is to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. So you can pay the playing fee via your USD or LD account based on which of those accounts you have money on. So once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to walk away with 10,000 or 5,000. 50 winners will be drawn. 2 have already been drawn. 10 persons walking away with 10,000 and 40 walking away with 5,000. But let's quickly place a call to this other winner that has been drawn here before going to our hotlines. Let's see whether we can talk to this person. So check your phones. If you have played, check your phones. Good morning. Okay, you live on Spoon FM. Your name?
My name is Cynthia Don.
Cynthia Down. Did you play the radio game?
Yes.
How did you play? Tell us.
This morning I dialed *799#.
Okay.
Then I played From there,
You select where you dial star 791#, there can be a list of radio stations, right?
Yes, yeah, choose number 3.
Okay.
Option.
All right.
Yeah, from there, the option key, I'll choose number 2. I'll put my $100.
Okay, that is to pay the playing fee.
Yes.
And you were automatically in the draw, and we just did a draw, and your number popped up as one of our winners. We just did an individual draw. So have you received money on your phone?
All right, thank you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Please check your phone whether you should receive money on your phone at about this time. All right. Please check your message whether you have received money, 5,000 or 10,000.
Yes, I received the money.
How much?
5,000.
5,000. Okay. Thank you, and congratulations. Okay, so let's now go to the lines to take a few calls. 0777-771-075, 0555-101075. If you're listening to the show, what do you have to say about some of our point of discussions? You too can be a winner by dialing the code, and star 791# select number 3, and you stand a chance to win. Let's go to the lines. Good morning.
Good morning, Legacy.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Jiwo. My dear son, I think you're explaining in the Bible. I'm telling you, my president, those who will not take that hell of an amount of money, they are laying at a particular want to take it for what? For stealing our money?
For stealing
those people need to pay. They need to audit them, and they need to put in jail and put in there. Somebody that will sell an example. They will just take the money, they bought land, they bought it for everybody. All the things they say they bought. Can they prove that they bought it? But I want to tell them they are Liberians. If they see good, see our people in the city, our own country, talking about themselves. Even going mad. Some of the people you see talking about themselves, they're not talking to. They're wearing it. Some of them work in the government for years. The money that those people receive. Some of the people are working in the government for years, they even get it. Some of them even get houses. Because what? The people continue to steal the money because nobody to catch these people. You put 1 or 2 person in jail or any other government, like our government. They don't want to see any money. When the other person can't see, the other person can't see. Nothing's out of it. It's heartbreaking. Okay, and the drugs are coming. And the drugs. These people are bringing in the drugs. They're going scot-free. But the people that are buying the drugs, that they don't want to always catch you, what happened to them? Are they Gina? They can't catch them? Thank you, my son, and have a blessing.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Morning, how are you?
Good morning, your line is very bad and you are coming in very low. You want to do some adjustment and call us back, please. Your line is bad. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Legacy.
Good morning, let's hear you.
Well, my name is Jonathan Joe, and I'm calling from JC6 LDEA community.
Okay, let's hear you, Jonathan.
Legacy, thank you this morning for all of the talking points. On my mind, just drew strictly to 2 things. I mean, two things. One of the talking points and another one. But let me just commend the women biker for the actions to be taken in the future against the deputy director. To accept her resignation is one thing. But I know Biker, the ambassador, General Biker, going to react.
Hello,
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening to you.
I know that Honorable Biker going to react to every individual, those who were selling the single bank that embezzle our money. So that will be patient. The next thing I want to talk, let's speak on the DAE. The DAE have successfully dislodged the people of Zimbabwe here and there. For the Kindred community, we have another point where they have a symbol, where they have gathered So I just called on the boss of the DAE to make available his men to go in Tingray. They have created another camp in Tingray. So I want them to listen to me and respond, because we are the chosen, we elected them. So this is what we are faced with. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person here on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm speaking from district number 6. And my name is Luther Saki Jr.
Luther Saki, let's hear
thank
you.
you for the show this morning. Let me take the time to speak to my president, President Joseph Jimapoka. Good morning. I know you are en route to Riverside County, and please be this is for FM most of the time. You see, corruption, unmarked development, corruption suppress the suffering people, corruption trying down the success of the country. The money they are discussing, President, if you know so much for the money here, I beg you, Papi, please pay the money, please pay some of your ministers and takes on the money here. Anybody know? Let me just say in a simple English, the money here, well, our hospital get no medication, people are suffering. If you know what's on the money here, Papi, I beg you, I hold your full 7 years, when I eat it all our radar because we want to change. Say no business as usual. I beg you, Papi. I beg for God to beg you. If you know someone that with the money, please pay by the money. Please pay it so everything can finish. I beg you, Papi.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you very much, Luther Saki. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning. You can hear?
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Mr. Boy speaking from New Montana this morning.
Let's hear you, sir.
I said it over Joe FM, and I will say it over this station's phone. What I said, and I'm telling Uncle, we promised the Liberian people that we're going to fight corruption. And it has come so, I hear about humanist name. It is true. Even though she has resigned, or she has resigned, but their person should be investigated before leaving this country. I beg you, Uncle, pay no far to peace. If even we don't do nothing, we don't do nothing, but let's be fair to the people. They should not spoil our country name. Because when they spoil our name, they spoil us. We will be affected, Uncle. I'm begging you. Let Imani go to court.
Thank
and
you.
be told investigator. If you or she is free, she will be a free citizen.
Thank you.
To
Thank
go
you.
anywhere.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Okay, I'm Ruben Law calling from Congo Town, Ules Congo Town.
Roland Law, go ahead.
Okay, what drew to my attention is that one, people say that the woman accepted it. Yes, he's the president. He should accept everything that he gave you, but he should act on it. Not that accepting it and let it go free. That does not mean that she's off the hook. That's one. Two, these people then are corrupt and stole our money. We the Liberian people money. There are too many around Liberia in the diaspora. And I want for Joseph Boaka and the government of Liberia to carry on a speedy trial. Because just look at this movement. You're almost in 1 year. The next following year, you are going 2 years. And will come to the time you will be out of the power in the next 6 years' time. So, in the final analysis, they will tell you Joseph Boaka did not do anything. So, let's carry on the speedy trial for all the corrupt officials within, before, and now. Be prosecuted. That tomorrow people might not say that Joseph Boaka was just there doing this, doing that. This is August.
Thank
you.
You
will look 2 years from now, you will out of the hook. That carry on speedy trial. Then prosecute the people. Let them pay our money back.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 0777-771-075, 0555-101075. In the meantime, don't forget to play this Spoon 1075 Mega Daily Cash Splash. All you need to do is to dial the playing code *799# among the list of radio stations. You're going to see Spoon FM at number 3. Select number 3 and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and stand a chance to win 10,000 or 5,000 here. 40 persons walking away with 5,000 this morning and 10 persons walking away with 10,000. Let's see whether we can quickly call this winner before going back to the lines, to the hotlines. Let's see whether we can talk with this person. The phone is ringing. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, did you play the radio game this morning?
Yes, I did.
Okay, have you checked your phone as to whether you've received the money from Mobile Money and Radio Entertainment Limited?
Oh, yes, I did. I received $5,011.
5,000 Liberian dollars.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. You want to tell us how did you play?
Actually, today is my first day playing.
Today's your first day playing?
Yeah. I've been hearing this as it as an opportunity to get small money in my pocket.
Okay.
So I decided I do star 799#, number 3, went to my account and play. So I play actually 7 times.
Oh, ready. Okay. Congratulations, and thanks for playing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so that's it. Somebody winning there, but he played multiple times, so people can just play one time and win. But congratulations to you. Let's go back to the hotlines. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Is that Yakasi?
This is Yakasi. Let's hear you.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning. Let me go straight to the point. I think the discussion getting very interesting in Liberia. I think if we get into the time that we have to discuss the scope of our country, one of those issues that are coming out and you're hearing other people calling for audit and other people calling for punishment, that means we're getting there. But as for the resignation of the deputy governor, she has the right to resign, but it doesn't mean that she will not be audited. No, audit is ongoing. You want to resign because maybe you feel that your being there is censuring you. You can resign, but you will still respond for your past document. Every document that you sign on, audit will still call you to respond to them. So if there was an action by the president to suspend the central governor, which is the main governor, yes, because he all the other governors. He is the final groundbreaker for all the governors. So if he is suspended by the president, that shows you that the action has been taken already. Any other person left behind there, if you want to resign by yourself, based on the action that you see that they're auditing you, resign, but you will still be called upon. After the audit is done, they will call all the management to respond. And you will be called as manager to respond for your department. If you are found guilty, they will prosecute you. 2 of them were no longer in the country, they will no longer have the final ministry, audit take place. Today the result is out. It's supposed to come to court and respond. So if any other person today that working as governor, you want to resign, go ahead and resign, but the audit continues. The audit has not been decommissioned. The only audit that we know that was decommissioned is the auditing that took place at the NSA. That was the only audit that was decommissioned. But for central then, you want to resign, the auditor don't get down whether you in office or you're not in office.
Thank you.
They only get down for what you did while in office. Those are documents that they are following through.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Good morning, this is Aaron from Broadway.
Fambula, let's hear you.
Yeah, I do think really concerning and I want to call the attention.
Yeah, you've got to be audible.
People are just, the money issue at Central Bank. It's so serious, and I'm not sure the governor alone should bear the consequences. All those that took money, they should answer for this money. Look how you go back there, almost up to 700,000. Which part of the world is in America? And the issue there is, if they take time, those are resigning, it will soon be the United States, and you have no chance to get them anyway. So if you want to resign so that you can go face the court, it's fine. But it doesn't mean that you are taking all the money, 700,000 to go back there, like cannot be found anywhere. You take money from vehicle, you cannot be traced anywhere. And other report is not a death sentence or a sentence to jail. You can go to court and defend yourself. But most of them, the way they're doing it now, they will run away from here and nobody will see there. You know what you have with them. Except, and they will go to America. When they go to America, you can't get it. So I think the government is going to put some kind of measure into place to keep people here until after the result of the court process.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
This is Matthew Green calling from Johnsonville.
Let's hear you.
Thank you for your program. I am very, very much bitter this morning, hearing the amount of stealing that took place at the Central Bank. What is President Buhari doing? And the Justice Minister, those two people, what are they waiting for to prosecute those people? Buhari took over on the 22nd of January, 7 months. And most of all these reports were on the former president's desk. And he took over and he saw all these reports. What is President Buhari waiting for? To prosecute these people. And also he allowing criminals to resign their position, and then he accepting their letter of thank you very much for you resigning. When you have stolen millions from the country, that you, the president, also, you are a conspirator to the crime. By accepting a criminal letter, you telling the person thank you, they allow the person to go. What is President Buhari waiting for? What is the Justice Ministry waiting for? I think we Liberians, are in Johnsonville here. If you want, they can arrest me. We will form a protest to go to President Buhari at the mansion where he will be, to tell him that we dance in the purple water. That Sunday, I went to church. I never came home. I gave my wife my things. I wore the t-shirt, my sneaker. We danced in that purple water. We danced in that rain because we wanted him to win. He has won. The first case to try these people. What is Buhari waiting for?
Thank you, sir.
He's surrounding himself with criminals. He's surrounding himself with criminals.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, let's hear you.
Thank you. This is Lost in Pine. And I call you from district number 8 in Monserrato.
Okay.
Thank you. Look, the issue of vaccination is important. I think it's valuable for law or every given law in any democracy. But then, I have a quiet. There's a other report that says the management of the CBL has been indicted. Some level of financial malpractice. The entire board, I think the executive director, operation, the administration, these guys, they make on the board, right? Now that the president only told the executive director alone to go and resign, exclude himself. Now, why is it that this lady is getting, follow me?
The president suspended him. Go ahead.
Suspended him for investigation. Now, why is it that this particular operation director is resigning? She needs to be suspended too as well for investigation. Is she not part of the management board? Oh, they report again. They say only allowed her to the money. Tomorrow we supported the government. We still supporting the government. The administration, we always call to support them to defend them. But when the wrong thing is done, we tell you. They don't say unless you took the money. The other report said the management and the operation to also part of the management. Why is she resigning? Now, so resign is a bad thing, but in a letter, the content in that recommendation says after consultation with some of the people around you, are you telling her that you went on the ground to talk to the people? Don't you? The money that we're talking about is not going to get what kind of money. No, even the people around that went for money. So if one pardon you, we all need to pardon you. But you don't be pardon, Madam PSC.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody here? Thank you.
Thank you very much. 0777-771-075, 0555-101-075. Shortly, we take a break. We'll come back. We'll discuss other issues in the country. We understand that, we've been given an information by reliable source. We discussed that here, but I don't know why at this time the president has not yet released a investigative finding at the LDEA, that which has to do with fight controversy between Hassan Fadga and Abi Kroman. And you know that report is still dragging on. The LACC report also is before the president. What is he going to do to those who are yet to declare their access? Majority of government officials in this country have not yet declared their access. What is the president who promised to uphold the rule of law going to do about that? But let's take a few more calls about this CBL issue and take a break to be back with you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Lucky someone that call you from Lookington.
Let's hear you, sir.
God, thank you very much. One thing I want to say this morning is that we should allow the law to be the law. If even you are in the administration and the person asks you as an administrator that they want to resign, will you keep them to work? If they spoil anything, what the law will say? The law will tell you that the person look at themselves based on their capacity that they can't make it with your job, and they ask you that they want to resign. You say no, you can't resign because you audited. No,
we are not saying that the president should have put stop to her from resigning.
I'm not responding to you. One of the callers said that. I just want to make clarity on certain things. We are on the same path.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you can ask the president can resign, but one thing I know about audit is when you get in office, document you sound, people that you pass pen over, how you pass the pen, how they respond. Those are things that they will be auditing. But you see, it happened under the former president. When they took over because of hurry, without proper audit done, they took the former central bank governor to court. What the court did at the end, they threw the case out because the evidence was not sufficient. Even our neighbor, one of the countries around here in Nigeria, by the time the president Tinubu took over, the first thing he did, he sent governor to court. At the end, the governor won the case. For us, we don't want to send them to court just like that. We want to know, like the way they start to unveil documents stating that 700,000 to buy land in Liberia, 700,000 United States dollars, and not even Liberian dollars.
Thank you very much.
In Liberia is 1,500. We want to see that case, how they can win it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, folks, that's it for the first segment of the show. We will take a quick break. And when we come back, we discuss other issues. The issue at the LDEA is still being spearheaded by an officer in charge. Christopher. Is it Christopher Toll? The first name is this last name. I'm not sure of the last name. But also the LACC's report is right before the president. I believe the president has read it at about this time. What would the president do about that? Okay, we discussed all of that. But just before we want to call a few of our winners. Okay, we are not actually concluding the show. We're just taking a break to be back. So let's call a few of our winners before taking this break to be back with you. Dial the playing code is *799#. Select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee. The only requirement is you must have a valid non-star cell GSM SIM card registered with mobile money. Once you have it, you can dial the playing code. You're going to see a list of radio stations. You select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee. I'm calling one or two of our winners. This person number is just ringing without any response. Let's talk to this other person. So check your messages. If you one of the winners, check your messages whether your number popped up as one of our initial winners of the show here this morning. We are trying to call this person. And the phone is ringing also. Hope this person can answer his or her phone. Okay.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. You live on Spoon FM on the Today Show, which is a Spoon Morning Show. Did you play the radio entertainment game this morning?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. So have you checked your message to know whether you have received money from mobile money?
Maybe I check it on now.
If you can do that now, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you can just remain on you can remain on the line and do that. You use your smartphone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just remain on the line and do that and confirm to us whether you have received any money on your account. Have you?
5,000. Yeah.
5,000. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for playing.
Okay.
So you too can win 5,000 or 10,000 by just dialing the playing code *799# and select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars, and you stand a chance to win 5 or 10,000 here. 40 winners, 50 winners will be June. 40 will be walking away with 5,000, and 10 will walk away with 10,000. We'll take a quick break to be back. Okay, welcome back. This is the Today Show, your most preferred breakfast program on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and via our various social media handles: Spoon TV Live, Fabric TV Live, Super TV Live, and via our YouTube channel. We're also coming to you live via www.spoonfmradio.com. So welcome to the second segment of the show. Those of you playing the radio game, keep playing. The code is *799#. You're going to see a list of radio stations appear right after you dial the playing code. Select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically get into the draw, and you stand a chance to win 5,000 or 10,000 here this morning on the show. So we've, gotten this report from reliable sources that, the investigation into the saga at the LDEA, the investigative report has been out since the funding about that investigation has been presented before, has been presented to the president. The president has it on his desk as we speak, according to reliable sources from the executive. But since then, there's been no release about the report. That is something that happened in public glare. The president suspended the 2 officials in public glare. And of course, an investigation was conducted. And of course, it is incumbent upon the president of the Republic of Liberia to release that report or disclose the report to the public after it is presented to him. But the question is, why is the president's office delaying to release the report? We are getting information, but it is an allegation. We can verify that information. We are getting information that this report is very, very denigrating. It's very bad for the boss of the LDEA, the suspended boss, Abraham Kroman, and he's working closely with some folks that he's familiar with or that he's friends with within the executive to try to alter this report to kind of pacify the report on his behalf because it is very bad for him. It is very bad for him, according to allegation we are getting, and so that's the cause of the delay of the release of the report before the decks or before the president currently. So what is happening? What is happening? Well, since the investigation was concluded and the report was presented to the president, there's been no news about disclosure of the report. Why is it delaying? I know I wouldn't even place a call to the office of the president, because if you place a call to the office of the president right now, they will tell you they don't know about any report. That's why they will say to defend themselves, that they don't know about any report. But we have sources within the executive who have told us that the investigative team has presented the report and is on the desk of the president. But there's some hullabaloo about the report. Some people are trying to alter the report in favor of the boss of the LDEA, that which is an allegation. But what we can say for sure, as per information given us from our reliable sources within the executive, is that the investigation has concluded and the report is on the desk of the president as we speak. So what is the delay? Why the president's office is not disclosing the report or releasing the report to the public? The fight against drugs was considered as a national health emergency. And right now, you have an officer in charge of that institution. While it's true that the institution is still operating, but how effective and efficiently that institution is operating, because I believe those individuals the president had appointed to that institution are people that he had confidence, explicit confidence in, that he thought could, better deliver on that function. So if those people are not there, I mean, you just have an officer in charge, and mind you, that officer in charge is acting until the conclusion of the report. So when you roll and then you acting, there are certain things you don't want to do because you may leave at any time. So if the man is acting, how long will he act for? What's happening? Chokon.
So you can see, many Liberians have been calling on the president to be able to release the report and draw a conclusion. Punishment should be given to whoever violates the order established the institution. Whatever happened at the LDA, it should be settled so that we can see this war on drug in the country moving at a speed to curtail the proliferation of drugs and the number of young people getting addicted to substance abuse in the country. The report, like you said, like we have been getting, that it does not feel Mr. Ibrahim Kruma, because he's has allegedly been working with drug cartel smugglers, drug kingpin. He has been working with them, but you, you will need to work with drug dealers to be able to fight it. What do I mean? If you don't have people within the circle to give you information, if you don't have people to give you intel to go and go after these people, how will you fight them? You are a security man, the people are already afraid of you. So you will need people who will help you inform it, who will help you to do the job that you do. And Mr. Kurman has been around for a while. He knows most of those guys who are in the business, from the police and all the way to the LDA. He knows them, and he has been working along with them. That's one thing. That's one end of the working along with drug
So
cartel. Another
you
one
you you
is,
you are, you are speaking from a positive perspective. You can
but
remember.
we can assume that this guy is
Yes,
working
so
on the negative
you
side.
are also assuming that he's working on the positive side.
Exactly.
Okay, but
And
we have
I
Hassan Fadiga, his deputy. At the time accused him of compromising drug cases in the country. All right. So we don't know the content. We haven't read through all of the report to know the specific things that are within the report. We only, got an overview or summary of the report that is not. It does not favor AB Croman. So if we are hearing that the report doesn't favor AB Croman, and is alleged that he's been working with drug cartel and all of that, then I would deduce that he's not been working with the drug cartels in a positive form and manner. That's what I would surmise as per what is being said.
like he's working with
In a
drug
negative
cartel.
manner to compromise the drug case as per allegations
That is
made against him,
that
especially
is
by
an allegation,
his
and we need to
his
see the
his
report.
deputy. But
We
again,
need
yeah,
to
like we
see
said,
the
we are
report.
we are all speculating.
Aside from that, he can also work negatively with drug cartel.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So
The report
that is why the report needs to come out.
The report needs to come out. The report, it is not just meant for you to know what they were doing. It will also inform the government about decisions to take, who to head the LDEA, and moving forward, what strategies need to be put in place to make sure to continue to clamp down on drug cartel in the country.
Okay, Choko, I would like for us to go to the lines to take a few calls on this matter, but also I want to squeeze in this one that has to do with the Liberia anti-corruption report. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission announced recently that more than 900 officials appointed by President Bouaka have failed to declare their assets. And President Bouaka himself, led by example by declaring his assets. The vice president did the same. I think the speaker has declared his assets. Senator Darazito and other, top-notch government officials have declared their access. Most of those who probably haven't declared their access are, as ministers and deputy ministers and assistant ministers that were appointed by the president of the Republic of Liberia, and they are more than 900. And we are told that the report, the LACC's report, is right before the president, and he has the authority as a president to act or to compel his officials to declare their assets. And if they don't do like he's done, he has the power, he has the authority to dismiss them, he has the authority to suspend them until they can declare their assets. So it's before the president. And in the coming days, we'll be waiting to hear what the president will say about that report, about those government officials who have not yet declared their assets. Those government officials that he himself appointed. And so go in that position, go function in that particular position. I trust you. So if you, the president, declare your assets and your subordinates don't want to declare their assets, I think is even a gross disrespect to your own president. Your president set an example. You're supposed to follow the footstep of the president. But you're not following this footstep of the president. The president encouraged you to declare your assets, told you to declare your assets. But in defiance, I consider that as defiance. In defiance, you say you will not declare your assets until the period for assets declaration has elapsed. And now the report is before the president. So we are looking forward to the president. We're looking to hear what the president will say to those of his subordinates who are yet to declare their actions. Chokon, quickly before we go to the lines.
I think it's important. 28, is it 28% or 25%? The other day I checked.
Except I checked the actual percent.
It's about 25% around there. But again, like the president has always said, and he's very clear on the fight against corruption, that should not be seen and seen on paper. It should be seen in actions of the president. Asset declaration, the framers of the law, they're very clear. The reason why people need to do so, because there's a tendency where Liberians will be given the opportunity to serve. Instead, they use that medium to steal from the country, to corrupt, to loot the public resources, and then the rest of the country suffers from their actions. So the framers of the law say, bring what you have before coming to government. If you got I listened to one of the deputy ministers of this government. He said, but Choko, I just got my master and I was given the opportunity to serve. What do I have? I was like, you mean the LCC? The LCC, the law did not say you have 10 airplane, or 50 houses to declare. Your trousers, your shites, your watch, your cell phone, your iPhone, anything that you have before assuming the job, you should go to the LCC, declare that. So when you are leaving, that's why the LCC can go and do their background check and compare report of what you have before you come into power and what you will have when you're leaving, so that they can know. So in terms of accounting for your position where you serve, the LACC will be aware, the country will be aware that Mr. John Brown came to government, he had $50 in his account. He worked for maybe 1 year. He was being paid maybe 300 United States dollars, and it just supports your income, your expenditures, to be able to know. But if you are in government, building houses, buying cars, and washing cars with beer, champagne, and at the end of the day, people want to know. Because corruption in this country, corruption is like a toy now. Nobody afraid.
So we have to go to the
steal
lines. We have
from the country.
Limited time now to go. Callers on 0777-771-075, 0777-771-075, 0555-101075. We just take 5 calls and call this edition of the show a day. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah. Good morning, Yagazi.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Roland Law calling from Congo Town once more.
Okay, let's hear you, Roland.
On the line of the president, President Joseph Boakama, small brother namesake, I beg you. There's a saying within the Bible, they say you spare the rod, you spoil the child. The devil is in your hands. Prosecute anybody that goes against the Liberian people. Don't waste time. Don't be sympathetic. Don't say because the men are my friend, or the men are my brother, or the men are my cousin son, or my interest child, that the person goes against the Liberian government. And the person tries to just respect you, say they don't want to declare their assets. They are turning more to corruption. They are having something interior motive that they want to steal you and say that this is what I came with. Prosecute them. The devil is in your hands. There's nothing else they can do. The devil is in your hands. Prosecute them.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
Hello?
Good morning. Let's hear you quickly. 30 seconds.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mr. Agui. I just called to make some clarity.
Okay.
You were talking about the leaders of the DEA and then the suspended whatsoever.
But I tell you, if a leader, the director, want to be friend to whatever drug push or whatever, they themselves will not have to invite them to a meeting and all the things like that. It's not possible. It is you can walk in change to find the person who is involved with the drug. You don't have to invite the people to yourself. It's prohibited.
I don't actually understand what you're talking about, but thanks for calling, because we have limited time. Call us on 0777-771-075, 0555-101-075, and don't forget to play the radio entertainment game. We got limited time now to go. Dial *79#, select number 3 for Spoon FM, and choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars, and you automatically enter the draw. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you join us from?
The president is too slow because the LDEA report has been on his desk for at least 2 months. What is he working on
I'm not actually sure it's 2 months. I'm not sure it's 2 months.
Out. Then also on these government officials that refuse to declare their assets, the president should come up with a message that I'm giving you people 2 weeks to declare your assets. Tell you to do that, I will suspend you until
Thank you.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Okay, so folks, we have to call your day. Thanks to all of you who called in and made your contributions towards the show. It's been a wonderful presentation here. And for those of you playing the Spoon 1075 Mega Daily Cash Splash, I give you 4 more minutes to play if you are playing the Spoon 1075 Mega Daily Cash Splash. But while you play, let's call a few of the winners that have been drawn initially before doing the collective draw. Let's see whether we can talk to this person. So check your phone. If you play the radio game, check your phone, because I'm calling. Check your phone to know whether you have received 10,000 or 5,000 this morning. All right. I'm placing a call to this person. I don't know who he or she is. That number just popped up as a winner. So yep. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you? You're live on Spoon FM.
All right.
All right. Did you play the radio game this morning? You played the radio game on Spoon FM this morning?
Yes, I played it this morning.
Okay. So have you checked your message to know whether you received money from mobile money? And
Yeah, I saw it.
how much?
5,000.
5,000. Okay. Congratulations.
Okay.
All right, keep on playing. All right, let's see whether we can talk to another winner here. Just before doing the collective draw, soon we'll be doing a collective draw here, folks. But let's see whether we can talk to this person quickly before we do the collective draw. So if you are playing, you got 2 more minutes to do that. If you are playing, you got 2 more minutes to do that. The playing code is *79#. Select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee. And once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and stand a chance to win 10,000 or 5,000 here on the show this morning. Let's see whether we can. Okay, this person, I don't know what's going on with this number ending in 32. Okay, this person number is busy, but they are one of the winners here. So congratulations to that person. Okay, so that's a *799#. *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee of 70 cents and or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win 5,000 or 10,000 on the show here this morning. So 1 more minute to do our collective draw. 1 more minute to do our collective draw. Just one more minute to do our collective draw. All right. So we like to say thanks for following the show. Thanks for playing. Because in a few seconds we will be doing our collective draw here this morning on the Today Show. Yep. All right. So I would advise that you don't play anymore. That's my advice, because it's a few more seconds. If you play right now, time is going to call up with you. So we are now doing our collective draw. Please don't play. We are doing the collective draw. Please do not play. And once you do that, we'll call 2 persons quickly before going away. Okay, so you can start checking your phones now. Start checking your phones if you are one of the winners. But let me call a few of the winners. Check your phones if you receive 10,000 or 5,000. Let's see whether we can quickly talk with this person. Yep. Hope this person can answer. The phone is ringing and ringing and ringing. Good morning.
Hello?
Yep. You live on Spoon FM. Did you play the radio game?
Yes. I played the radio game.
Okay, so congratulations. You are one of our winners. Have you received message from Mobile Money and Radio Entertainment?
No, I look at my phone here. My phone in my pocket.
Congratulations. Your money is in your phone. You just have to check it out.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Okay, I don't know how much you won, but check it out. Let's call one more person before taking leave of you, because it's already 10 o'clock this morning. Let's see whether we can talk to this person quickly. Now this number is not yet ringing, but folks, it's 10 o'clock and we have got to be leaving you. Thanks to all of you for your listening role. Good morning. Yeah. Your name, you live on Spoon FM.
Yeah, I'm Bestman calling.
Bestman, you played the radio game this morning?
Yeah, I played the game this morning.
Okay, you received a message from Mobile Money and Radio Entertainment Limited?
Yeah, I received
How much did you win?
I received 5,000.
5,000. Okay, congratulations. Okay, so folks, that's it. We'll be back here tomorrow with another splendid edition of the Today Show. My name is Yekezi Zobel. I've been here alongside Chokon Flaman, and you can catch us up on tomorrow. Bye-bye.